Mary Brent is rescued by Black Arrow when she is about to be captured at Prescott's barn. A band of make-believe Indians waylays them when suddenly...
Indians heading this way.
Then we'd better take shelter at Prescott's.
Come on, come on.
All this is none of my doing, Black Arrow. Ma and I just want to make an honest living, that's all.
Shut up, you hypocritical old skinflint.
On the way. And then those Navajos chased us.
Those are not Navajos. Those are white men dressed as Indians.
Are you sure?
Look, those horses have saddles. Navajos don't use saddles. If the hay catchers were caught, we've got to beat it.
Help! Help! Get us out of here! Whitney!
Help! Prescott, come here. Prescott!
Watch out, Mr. Whitney!
We must get out of here quickly! See, we must vamos pronto! Now's your chance to get out. They're watching the front. You go out through that opening. You better come with us! No, I can't. I've got some men in the hayloft. I have to untie them.
I'll wait for you.
No, you go with them.
Oh, hey, Black Arrow. Then I'll get us out of here before we're burned alive. Oh, there's the tunnel we use in the wintertime. Here you are, Black Arrow. Safe and sound. And you're a whole lot better off than me with a burned barn and nobody to pay for it. What's wrong?
Keep away from the window. You stay here and don't talk.
I won't talk. I don't know what to say. I don't know what this is all about anyway.
They're not following us.
I'm worried about Black Arrow.
It'd worry me, too.
Don't you think we should go back?
Oh, he'll take care of himself. Besides, it's important that we get back to town in order to check the land claims against that ledger.
I will go back. If Black Arrow is in trouble, I, Pancho, Plutarco, Ernesto, Manuel Montoya Lopez, will get him out, I think.
Go ahead, Pancho, and good luck.
Good luck, Pancho.
Gracias, amigo.
Better tighten the cinch, the saddle's slipping.
We're slipping. What are we going to tell Jackson when we go back to town without that ledger?
We'll tell him it was burned in the fire. Someone coming. Get off the road. It's Pancho. We'll grab him. He'll know where that ledger is.
Hold it, Pancho.
What is this, sticking up?
No, we just want to ask you a few questions.
Yeah. What's happened to that land claims ledger?
Pancho never hear of such a book.
Don't give me that stuff.
Let's tie them up.
Now we got them. What we do with them?
We'll take them to Marshal Hayes.
This Wade very anxious about Mary's ledger, I think.
And when we get to town, we'll find out why. Get some rope.
See.
Meaning of this?
We want you. You Indian agent. You white chief.
I've always been a friend of your people and have seen that they got justice.
Navajos know you good man. But Council of Elders say bring Mr. Whitney to reservation. Come.
So Mary, Whitney, and Pancho headed out for the reservation.
And you let them go.
What else could we do with the Navajos on the prowl? Sure, Jake. On our way to town, we sighted a war party. But they veered off.
Oh, well, that's different. Now I can understand why you didn't go after them. Too bad about Wade getting burned to death, though. He still owed me quite a sum of money. Well, at least we've gained one advantage. If anybody traces those land claims to us, we'll throw all the blame on Wade.
Black Arrow and Pancho has got Bill and Wade down at Marshall's office.
What?
So Wade was burned to death, was he? Well, I'll burn you.
But we thought...
I don't pay you to think. Well, I'm not going to let that Indian ruin everything for us. You boys come along with me and back up my play.
Right.
Marshal, speaking merely as a law-abiding citizen, I can't see what all this is about anyway.
I can't make head nor tails to the whole thing myself.
These men stole the safe from the land office. Then they tried to kill Miss Mary. What more do they have to do before you'll agree to lock them up?
Now, Black Arrow. These things take time to figure out. This has all got to be done legal. Maybe I ought to lock them up, and then on the other hand, maybe I oughtn't.
I heard you'd had a little misunderstanding. Thought I might be able to help straighten things out.
Yeah, Black Arrow here wants me to lock these two fellers up, and I don't think there's enough evidence against them.
Well, Black Arrow claims that Wade and Bill stole the land off a safe and tried to kill Mary Brent. But even Pancho admits that Mary said she took a tumble from her horse. These men helped her get out to Prescott's.
Oh? That right, Pancho?
Si, senor. Only I don't believe this thing.
Uh-huh. What does Mary have to say about it?
Miss Mary isn't here, but I don't tell lies.
I know you don't, Black Arrow, but you could be mistaken.
There's no mistake.
I can't see putting 2 men in jail without Mary swearing out a warrant for them.
I'm inclined to agree with you, Dobson. How about this, Marshal? Suppose you let the men go now. When Mary gets back, if she files a charge against them, then you can lock them up.
Ain't got no objections, have you, Black Arrow?
I was taught to obey the white man's law. I've tried. But white man's law doesn't help me find the murderer of my father. If you let these men go, I'll get justice the Indian way.
Sometimes I think I ought to stick to my cobbling.
Well, what are you going to do about this, Marshal?
Well, think of compromise. I won't lock them in jail. I'll just detain them here in my office.
Black Arrow, wait for me. I am good friend from you, Black Arrow. So I ask you, do nothing to make me sorry for what you do.
You are a good friend, Pancho.
And Senor Whitney and Mary, they are good friends to you?
Yes, I almost forgot my friends. I will still try to believe in the white man's law.
Oh, gracias, amigo. That makes me cold like I have the fever.
What do you think happened to Miss Mary and Mr. Whitney?
When I left them, they were coming to town. But I don't think they got here.
We'd better start looking for them. Look, Pancho. Navajo scouts set 2 fires to show that 2 people were on the reservation.
This thing is not so good, I think.
It's very bad. We must hurry.
Navajo laws say, chief killed by other tribe, Navajos killed their chief. This man, white man's chief.
That may be Navajo law, but the white man's law says the guilty man must die.
Of course. And Mr. Whitney has promised you that the man who killed Aranho will be punished. You must give him time to find him.
White squaw talks much, but Aranho's spirit walks alone.
I've done my best to find the murder of Aranho. Black Arrow, his son, knows that. I want the guilty man punished the same as you do. But if I must die to keep the peace between the Navajos and the white men, very well. I am ready.
You can't kill an innocent man.
Good idea.
Medicine man is doing the dance of death.
Then we are too late, amigo.
Not yet. Give me your gun. Now go and do what I told you to do.
See, this will be done like you say, only better.
You must die.
Help! Help!
You stay here. Come.
Don't move or I'll shoot. Miss Mary and Mr. Whitney, get on the horses.
Black Arrow there. Black Arrow there. Come on.
Don't worry about me. I'll come later.
bringing about the release of these lawbreakers? Will Mary Brent fall into Jackson's trap? Will these honest settlers suffer at the hands of the Navajos? Don't miss The Vanishing Dagger, the 8th absorbing chapter of Black Arrow, at this theater next week.
There's a band of Indians heading this way.
Then we'd better take shelter at Prescott's.
Come on, come on.
All this is none of my doing, Black Arrow. Ma and I just want to make an honest living, that's all.
Shut up, you hypocritical old skinflint.
Mr. Whitney on the way. And then those Navajos chased us.
Those are not Navajos. Those are white men dressed as...
Mary Brent is rescued by Black Arrow when she is about to be captured at Prescott's barn. A band of make-believe Indians waylays them when suddenly...
What's wrong?
Keep away from the window. You stay here and don't talk.
I won't talk. I don't know what to say. I don't know what this is all about anyway.
They're not following us.
I'm worried about Black Arrow.
It worries me, too.
Don't you think we should go back?
Oh, he'll take care of himself. Besides, it's important that we get back to town in order to check the land claims against that ledger.
I will go back. If Black Arrow is in trouble, I, Pancho Plutarco Ernesto Manuel Montoya Lopez, will get him out, I think.
Go ahead, Pancho, and good luck.
Good luck, Pancho.
Gracias, amigo.
Better tighten the cinch. The saddle's slipping.
We're slipping. What are we going to tell Jackson when we go back to town without that ledger?
We'll tell him it was burned in the fire. Someone coming. Get off the road.
It's Indians.
Are you sure?
Look, those horses have saddles. Navajos don't use saddles. set the barn afire. If the hay catchers were caught, we've got to beat it.
Help! Help! Get us out of here. Whitney! Help! Help! Preston, come here. Preston!
Watch him, Mr. Whitney!
We must get out of here quickly. See, we must vamos pronto. Now's your chance to get out. They're watching the front. You go out through that opening. You better come with us. No, I can't. I've got some men in the hayloft. I have to untie them.
I'll wait for you.
No, you go with them.
Oh, hey, Black Elm. And I'll get us out of here before we're burned alive. Oh, there's the tunnel we use in the wintertime. Here you are, Black Arrow. Safe and sound. And you're a whole lot better off than me with a burned barn and nobody to pay for it.